All right, we'll get started. Just find your seat. If the eyes start to close, maybe completely or soft gaze to the floor. And just take a moment to be without changing anything. Just noticing whatever there is to notice. Taking it all in, observing, witnessing. Then I want you to welcome a nice big breath in. A big releasing exhale, and stay really present for the exhale and the pause at the end of the exhale. And then do that again, unhurried, and stay really present with the exhale, not just the exhale itself, but what happens in the body, the mind, and the heart as you exhale. And be with that pause. Take one more deep, full belly breath. And same thing, slow exhale, being fully present. Allowing yourself to feel into that pause. Maybe giving yourself permission to find that pause throughout your practice today. And to find that pause throughout the rest of your day and your days. There's a lot of deliciousness that lives in that pause, and often we rush right through it, right by it. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Breathing together as we let go of whatever it took to get here. Moving from the outside to the inside. Moving from awareness of sounds around you, air on the skin, through the settling of the body, the heart, the breath. Let's join together as one, bringing the palms together in front of heart center. The heart reach up towards the thumbs and the shoulder back. Please take a nice big breath in. Big audible open mouth sigh. Just releasing the hands, the knees or thighs as you're ready. In your own way, in an unhurried way, please make your way down onto your back. If you have something in your hair, you might want to loosen it because we'll be here for a little bit. And when you get there, just take a few moments to wiggle around, let the shoulder blades rest down on the earth. Feel the support of the floor to your back. Feel the points of connection. Feel your breath moving in and moving out. Notice how things feel in your body when you're in this shape. A little more support along the spine. Bring the knees in towards the chest. You can take the hands to the kneecaps. Hold them in. And just gently rock and roll. And then pause and center. Turn your hands so your fingertips point towards your toes. Your hands are resting on your knees. We're just going to guide the knees in circles. And feel the connection of the pelvis to the earth. And then going in the opposite direction. And whatever surfaces for you, whether it's contentment or an urge to move on, just notice it throughout the practice, of course. And then pause and center. Let's go ahead and take the hands around the left knee, send the right leg straight up. We're gonna make some circles with that right ankle, nice and slow, so you can feel them all the way down the leg maybe. And the other direction. And then point the toes, and then flex that right foot. And point, and flex. And this time point, and then we're going to do what they call a floint. So you're going to point the foot, but flex just the toes. So the foot's in a pointed position, but the toes are in a flexed position. One more breath. Go ahead and lower that right leg to the floor. Nice and sturdy and steady. And pull the left knee in towards your chest. You might relax shoulders down, let the elbows go wide. Nice full breath here. Notice if the left hip starts popping out, can you kind of squeeze thighs towards each other, squaring the hips towards the bottom edge of the mat. One more breath. Go ahead and bend to both knees, place the feet to the floor. Big inhale. Big exhale. Take the hands around the right knee. Pull that in towards your chest. Let the left leg go straight up. Press some energy out that heel. Make some circles with the ankle. Nice and slow so you can really tune in. And then go in the opposite direction. And then flex that foot. Feel into the sensations. And then point. Feel into the new sensations. And flex. And point. And then we find that floint. Cracks me up, that word. We're going to point the foot, but flex the toes. Do the best you can. Another breath. And go ahead and start to let the foot melt into a flex, and then slowly lower that leg towards the floor. When it lands, give the right knee a gentle pull into the chest. Maybe the elbows go wider, but shoulders are relaxed. And then notice if that right hip starts pulling out to the side, try to pull it down towards the front edge of the mat, squaring off the hips. Another breath. This time we'll gently release the right leg long on the mat. Let the arms rest by your side. Take a moment here. It's like a very mini Shavasana. Big breath in, big breath out. Take the arms up and over as long as it feels okay in your shoulders. If not, you can always keep them down by your side. And we're going to clasp the elbows. So bend the elbows, clasp them, and then let the elbows and shoulders drop to the earth. If the elbows and shoulders can't drop to the earth, then maybe find more of a wide V until they can, or until they feel comfortable. We don't want strain. And then we're going to keep the hips rooted down, start to walk the left leg over to the right, and you might even take the legs over to the right a little more. Then you might shimmy the upper body over to the right, use your shoulders and your head, and then relax those arms up above you. And take a couple breaths into the left side of the body. So make sure both hips are on the floor, both shoulders are on the floor. If you want to deepen, you can always cross left ankle over right. Take 3 or 4 deep, full breaths into the left side body. Soften the jaw, soften the face. If your legs are crossed, uncross them. Slowly bring yourself back to what you believe is center. Bring the knees into your chest. Take the arms down, rock and roll, realign the spine. And then when you feel ready, let the legs go long again. And then go across the arms, clasp them, try to do it in the uncomfortable way. So it'll be the opposite clasp of what you did last time. Try not to think too hard about it. And then rooting the hips down, we'll start to walk the legs over to the left, any amount. Maybe not as far as possible. Give space for the upper body to shimmy over to the left. And you can always take the legs further if that feels right. And you can always cross right ankle over left. Check in, make sure both shoulders are touching the earth, both hips are touching the earth, and breathe. Stay present, feel the body. Keep releasing the face and the jaw, and notice if that softens anything in the body. And let the breath be nice and full. Now we'll begin to unwind ourselves back through what we believe is center. Relax your arms down by your side. And your knees into your chest, a little rock and roll again to just realign the spine into its natural state. And then place the bent knees with feet to the floor. I'm going to send that right leg straight up again. Flex the foot. Take the hands behind the right thigh. Relax shoulders as best you can towards the floor. Bend the elbows to the outside, bringing that leg in a little bit more. Try to keep the leg pretty straight. So we're really pressing energy up and out that right heel. You can always take your hands up higher if that works better for you. And then again, the right hip sometimes wants to pull to the outside. Can you scoop it down and pull it towards the front edge of the mat? Take another breath or two here. Either stay here or straighten the left leg. Left foot should be flexed. There should be lots of energy in that left leg. And the thighs are working towards scissoring towards each other. So again, we're working on not letting that hip splay out to the side. Nice full breaths in and out. If it's accessible, you can always grab that big toe. Not something you need to do. Just be where you are and breathe. Pressing energy out that right heel, working that leg towards straight without blocking the knee. Take another breath in and another breath out. Very gently start to bend that knee, place the foot to the floor. Big inhale, big exhale. Round through the right leg, left leg lifts. Take the hands behind the left thigh. Don't pull too deep into this. Just get started by flexing the foot and being where you are and breathing. Noticing every breath, your foot might melt a little closer to the face. If you're stressing up in the shoulders, like with the shoulders up by the ears, try to relax them down. Let the elbows even be heavy. That can help. If it feels better to you, you can take your hand up higher and the elbows can reach to the outside, but try not to bring the shoulders up to the ears. Take a few more breaths here. And then again, if you want to, you can straighten out that right leg to take you in a little bit deeper. Make sure that left hip does not poke out to the side. Keep pulling it down and around towards the front edge of your mat. Another couple breaths, nice big inhale, big exhale. Flex the foot, press energy out the heels. Very gently start to release the foot, bend the knee, place the foot to the floor. Take a nice big breath in. and out. Bend both knees. I'm going to just take the feet wide and do a little windshield wiper, just moving around the hips, let the knees drop down as deep as feels good to you. Slow at your own pace. And bring yourself back through center. Try and bring your feet so they're hip distance apart underneath the knees. Let the hands come by your side. You're going to keep the feet grounded. Root them down. Keep the hips rooted down. Keep the hands down, though you're going to probably lift the palms and almost like spider the fingers, so it's just the tips of the fingers on the floor. And then start to lift the head. But think more about the heart reaching up. So start to lift the heart and the shoulders. Walk the fingers towards your toes. Try to relax the neck as much best as you can. Think about heart reaching towards your belly button. Another breath. And then gently roll down. Notice what softens. So if it's your neck, then you're probably holding a lot of stress in the neck. And if that's you, then I'm going to suggest that maybe you take one or both hands behind the head. And this is just to support the head and neck. We're going to do the same thing. I want you to focus on your heart moving towards your belly button. So it's the heart that's, or the space between the heart and the belly button that's decreasing. So though the head lifts and the shoulders lift, really let the head be supported by your hands so the neck's not doing work, and let the heart reach up. Try to relax the head as best you can. Take another breath or two. Even if you're shaking a little bit, it means that it's working. And then very gently start to relax the head down. Let the arms rest by your side. Let's take a nice big breath in and out. Feet rooted to the earth, bringing them pretty close to the hips. Hands ground down. We'll move through a little moving bridge. Let's keep the arms to the earth for right now. Root down through the feet. We're going to take it nice and slow. Start to lift the tailbone. Squeeze the glutes. Let the knees reach forward. Keep pressing the hips up. Root down. Keep pressing up. Root down not just through the feet, but the arms and the shoulders. Another breath. And then slowly we lower upper, middle, then lower back, as long as that feels safe in your back. But use your core to make this happen. Nice and stable, rolling down one vertebra at a time. Again, as long as that feels okay in your back. Some people it doesn't feel good, so you want to come down more with a flat back if that's you. And let's roll through two more. Inhale, lift the hips, press them towards the ceiling, engage the glutes. Don't just lift, but press down through the feet, press down through the arms. And then we lower, upper back, use your core. Mid back, use your core. Low back, use your core. Tailbone. Awesome. One more. Get nice and slow. Peeling each vertebra off of the mat, one at a time. And then lowering down, nice and slow, one at a time. When you land, take a nice big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Rooting the feet down. You can let them come away from the hips a little bit. It might be a little more comfortable for this. And then again, we're going to let the heart lift. So in order to do that, we have to lift the head and the shoulders, and then think about lifting the heart up. Reach the fingers, let them float off the floor. You might even do a little jazz hands. Good. Take another breath. Feel free to stay here. You can come down and come back in, or you can extend the right leg long. Maybe it's flat on the floor, maybe it hovers. Keep that heart lifted. Let's take another 2 breaths here. And then gently release everything down. Let that right leg be long if it's not already. Nice full breath in, full breath out. So we're going to add on here. If this does not work for your body, you can do a regular bridge like we were just doing. If you want to try it, be mindful. Let's ground down through that left leg so the whole left side of the body is active. The arms are rooted to the floor. The right heel presses down, though it's going to slide a little bit along the floor. We're going to lift the hips, squeeze both glutes, lift the hips. That right heel is going to slide in towards you a little bit. May not go as high, and that's okay. One more breath here. Keep squeezing and engaging, and then lower back down. Nice and slow. Use your core. So if that doesn't work for you, you can do little versions with just lifting the tailbone, or you can do the full bridge we were doing before. We're going to do 2 more. Press down through the left foot. Start to lift the hips. Right heel slides in. Really engage both sides of the glutes, both hips, both legs, and the core. And then slide it back down. Good. This last one you can do just like that, or go ahead and join me, lift up the hips, and then maybe you ground down through that left leg and we lift the right leg up. And then lower it down slowly. When it lands to the floor is your cue to lower the rest of the body. When you get there, take a nice big breath in, big breath out. Good. Let's lift that right leg straight up in the air. We're going to cross the ankle over the thigh. Either hang out there for a breath or 2. You can even rock a little from side to side. It's a nice massage for the sacrum. Or pull that left knee into the chest. Flex the feet. Breathe. Breathe down deep into the pelvis. One more breath. Go ahead and release the left foot to the floor. Right leg goes straight up, always straight up to square off the hips. And then place that foot down. Beautiful. This time, let's go ahead and extend the left leg long. Check things out here. Hands down by your side. We're going to root down through that right foot. Really ground down. Ground down through the left leg. Start to lift the head, the shoulders, the fingertips. Lift the heart. Stay rooted. Find your core strength here. Breathe. Try to relax the neck as best you can. Find jazz hands or little pulses or just hang out. Keep breathing. Another breath. And then when you're ready, slowly lower down. Take a nice big breath in and out. That right foot's going to ground to the floor, arms ground to the floor, left heel grounds to the floor. Of course, the left heel is going to slide a little bit as you lift the hips. So if you don't want to do this like this, then go ahead and bend both knees and do the regular bridge a couple times. Inhale, we'll root down through the foot or the feet and lift the hips. Really engage, find your glutes. And then we lower, sliding that left heel down and use your core to slowly lower to the floor. And again, lift the hips. They're not going to go as high as they normally do, and that's fine. Take another breath. And then lower. And this one, you could do the same, or we'll add on with the foot. So inhale, lift. Really ground through the right leg, lift the left leg up. Good. Hips are up off the floor. And then we lower that left leg nice and slow and stable. When it hits the ground, lower your hips down. Take a big breath in and out. And then the left leg lifts up and we cross that ankle over the thigh. You might roll a little from side to side. And when you're ready, maybe you choose to bring the right knee into the chest. Nice big breaths here. A good breath in, good breath out. And release the right foot, left leg goes straight up, square off those hips, and then bend the knee and place it to the floor. A nice big breath to the belly. Big exhale. Reach the arms up and over the head, stretch it out. And then we're going to reach the fingers towards the toes, let them float off the floor a little. One more time, we're going to lift the head, lift the shoulders, lift the heart, and then ground down through the feet and maybe lift all the way up, or rock and roll your way all the way up. Take a few rounds if you need to. It's not something that always comes easily. That's fine. And when you get up there, let's let the knees fall out. Take the soles of the feet together. Fix your hair if you want to. Take a breath in and out. Let the knees surrender. You always take your hands behind to press into the floor, get you up and out of that low back. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Another breath here. And either stay there or take the hands forward and slowly rock yourself in. Try to keep a little length in the spine, shoulders out of the ears. Go inward. Breathe. Rooting hands to the floor, low tummy pulls in as you lift the heart. Hands to the knees, pull them together. Take those hands behind the thighs, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Slowly lean back. Yep, this is for you, Chaya. Oh wait, was that like 2 weeks ago you asked for core? I'm just kidding. Let's lift that heart, shoulders out of the ears. Either stay here or flex the feet. Lift the feet. Okay. Another breath. Keep that heart lifted. You can release the hands if you'd like. You can straighten the legs if you'd like. Just take another breath. Bring your hands to your heart. Gently, mindfully release the feet down. And then reach the arms up. Big breath in. And as you exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. We'll take the feet around and find your way into tabletop. And as you arrive, just get yourself settled here. Roll the shoulders out of the ears, find some cat-cow. Stay with your cat-cow. I'm going to put my wrist brace on, I forgot it. And just move in the ways that feel good to you. You might come in and out of child's pose if that speaks to you. You can stay with your cat-cow or find little tail wags. Just move through another couple rounds. Beautiful. Last round, inhale yourself back to neutral. Let's take the hands forward. We're going to find some circles with the hips. So the hands come out in front of the shoulders. We'll take the hips over to one side. The shoulders will come over the wrists. Take the hips to the other side and back. And then pausing on the opposite direction. And then pause with the shoulders over the wrist. Keep the low tummy pulling in. Start to bend the elbows. We're going to take it really slow to lower down. So elbows come in towards the back, towards your hips. Shoulders out of the ears. Slowly lower yourself to the floor. When you do arrive, lift one leg, pull it back, little traction. Lift the other leg, pull it back. You might need to do that again. If you do, go for it. And then root the tops of the feet down, pelvis down, and squeeze the elbows in by the shoulders. Tuck the chin, just a little. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Make sure those shoulders are rolling back, elbows squeezing in. Let's hold it here. We're down through the pelvis, we're down through the feet. Float the hands off the floor. Another breath. And then gently release down. We're going to press up nice and slow. Root your knees down. Pull your low tummy in. And slowly press yourself up. And back, child's pose. Nice big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, make your way back into table where we'll curl the toes and press up into plank. Press the earth away. So really start to press up behind the heart. Let the chin tuck a little so your gaze is down in front of your fingertips. Another breath. Send the hips up and back, down dog. Let's walk it out a little. Roll the shoulders out of the ears. Melt the heart back towards the thighs. The heels melt down towards the floor. Another breath. Extend the left leg behind. And step it all the way forward. Help it forward when you need to. Roll the shoulders out of the ears. Check in with that left hip. Is it poking out? Can you pull it back? Squeeze thighs together. Another breath. Let's take that back foot. We're going to take it forward a little bit, out to the right a little bit, and heel drops down. So we've got warrior one footing. That right foot should be pointed towards the front right corner of the mat. Square the hips, working thighs towards each other. Ground down, be mindful of that back knee, and float yourself up. Settle into your warrior one. So warrior one doesn't need to be a deep, wide opening. We want to work the hips towards the front. Bend into the front knee. Low tummy pulls in, shoulders out of the ears. One more breath here. Let's clasp the hands behind. Open the heart, squeeze shoulder blades. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, keep that knee bent. We're going to stay upright. Take another breath. And then inhale, reach the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands come down nice and mindfully to the floor. Back heel lifts. We just bend the back knee and step it forward. Forward, fold, release the head. Might even tuck the chin a little bit, get a nice opening in the back of the neck. Another breath here. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine, shoulders roll back. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, bend those knees, find the strength in the legs, lift up. And then as you exhale, we're going to come right back down through center. Take it to the earth, bend your knees, step back with the right leg. Back knee drops down, uncurl the toes. Squeezing thighs together, lift the heart. Hands can always rest on that front thigh, but low tummy pulls in and up. If your shoulders are lifted, your arms are lifted, bring the palms together, maybe. And then the elbows with the thumbs coming towards the back of the head. And if that feels okay, work the elbows up, pull the tummy in, and maybe send your gaze skyward. Another breath. So reach the fingertips up, release the hands to the floor. We're going to send the hips straight back, straightening out that left leg. If you have blocks, it's a nice place to use them. If you don't have blocks, that's fine. And then check out your hips. Let's pull that left hip back. You can even press down through the left heel and pull the left heel towards you. That's going to help you square off your hips. Find some length in the spine. Let that heart reach towards your toes, not the chin. Let the chin tuck. Let the heart do the lifting. Another breath or two. We inhale, find length. Flatten out the left foot, bend the left knee. Move your blocks aside. Curl the back toe, lift the back leg, or knee rather. Ground down through the feet, step it back, plank. Move through your vinyasa if you choose, or you can move into child's pose or straight to down dog. You're moving through your vinyasa, knees can be up or down, lower to the earth, cobra or up dog, whatever's in your practice. And press it back into downward facing dog. Taking your time, take another breath or two here. Extend your right leg behind you. Really press through the hands so the heel reaches back. Step it all the way forward. When you do arrive, let that left foot step out, flatten it out. Ground down through the legs. Let those lift you up. Find your warrior one. Settle in. Root down through the feet. Square off the hips. Be mindful of that back knee. And then take the hands low back. You can clasp them. Reach the elbows together, the shoulders together. The heart lifts. Tummy pulls in. Knuckles start to reach down. Don't forget, shoulder blades are squeezing together here actively. Another breath. Inhale, or reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, release the hands mindfully to the floor. So no kerplunking. And then back heel left, so we bend the back knee and step it forward. Release the head. We'll take a few breaths here. So ground down through the feet, heels and ball joints of the toes. Head releases, you might shake it yes and no, let the neck no, you can let go. You might even clasp the hands if you feel ready for that. Press down through the feet, tailbone reaches up, take another breath, or two. So release the arms. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, ground down through the legs, reverse swan dive. Remember your hands to your heart. Nice full breath in. Full breath out. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep it all the way up. And we come right through center, forward fold. Ground through the hands, big step back with the left leg. Back knee drops towards the earth. You uncurl the toes, squeeze thighs together, make your way up, either to the front thigh or all the way up, or pull the tummy in. Good, getting that little lift. Either stay here or bring the palms together, bend at the elbows, bring the hands towards the back of the neck, reach the elbows up, maybe look up with it. Keep that low tummy pulling in to keep you nice and stable and your back strong. Breathe. And then inhale, reach the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, take them to the floor around your front foot. We'll take the hips all the way back. Start to flex that right foot. You might take yourself to blocks. Ground down through that right heel. And then start to pull the heel towards you, pulling that right hip back a little bit. Lengthen the spine. Tailbones reaching back as the heart is reaching forward. And melt. Another breath here. Inhale, lengthen out the spine, bend into that front knee, flatten out that foot. With your blocks, ground down through the hands, back toe curls under, back knee lifts. And we step it back, plank. Squeeze into your plank, nice and strong plank. You can always have knees down. Either press back into child's pose or down dog, or move through your vinyasa. When you arrive in your down dog, take a nice breath in and out. Extend your left leg behind you. Bring the knee to the nose, pull in and up, and then step that left leg forward. A little less momentum, a little more core. As you arrive, get the feet settled. You might take them wider from left to right. And then ground down and lift up for a high lunge. As you arrive, find your drishti. Clasp the hands, send the heels of the hands forward. As you round your spine, you can bend that back knee. Let's all bend the back knee. Round the spine. Another breath. Press the heel of the hands forward. And then start to lift the heel of the hands, straighten out the back leg, open the heart. Release the hands down, nice and mindful. Float the hands to the floor. Walk the hands forward just an inch or two, and that right leg is going to lift up in the air for a standing L. Try not to open the hips, keep the hips squared. Melt the head and heart to the floor, tuck the chin. Press energy out that right heel. Left knee has a teeny bend, if not a bigger one. One more breath. We're going to tap the toes, so keep the legs pretty straight here. Right toes tap down, and then lift. You can always bend the knee if you need to. Two more like that, little tap down, and lift. If you're done, just come to a forward fold. We'll meet you there. One more, tap down, and lift. And we'll all step that right foot to meet the left. Bend the knees, rest the belly on the thighs, clasp the elbows. Nice full breath in. And out. Let's bend the knees a little more, release the arms. Ground down through the feet, find your glutes and roll up one vertebra at a time. Keep those knees bent, please. And then when your head lifts, you can straighten them out, roll the shoulders, take up some space. Nice big breath in, big breath out. Standing in Tadasana, grinding through the feet, heart lifts. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, Swan forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Ground through the hands, step back with the left leg, low lunge. We're going to work down through that left hand. Right hand to the right knee, roll the shoulders so they're stacked. Look up towards the ceiling and maybe that right arm lifts. We find a gentle twist. Another breath. And right hand floats down. Take that right leg all the way back, three-legged dog if you can. Let's shift forward into plank. Right ankle over left. Squeeze thighs. Squeeze. Send the hips up and back. Right leg lifts. Three-legged dog. One more. Squeeze. Shift forward into plank with right ankle over left. And then right leg lifts. You can put the right foot down or come forward into plank. And then lower the foot as you lower the heart or your vinyasa. Meeting in down dog, we'll take 2 or 3 breaths here. So feel free to come into child's pose. Walk it out in your dog. The belly and heart rest back towards the thighs. Good. Taking one more breath in, one more breath out. If you're not in down dog, please join us if you'd like to continue on. Right leg lifts. Bring the right knee towards the nose, pull in and up. And then step that leg forward. Again, working with strength rather than the pull coming from the back. All right, once you get settled here, ground down and lift up. Find your high lunge. Take a few breaths here. Notice if you can squeeze the thighs together a bit. Keep that knee floating above that right ankle. Clasp your hands, palms reach forward, round the back body, then the back knee. Another breath. Start to lift the arms, straighten the back leg as best you can. Open the heart. And then we release the hands, let them float down, take them to the earth. Back leg lifts, we find a standing L. Head melts towards the right leg, feet are flexed, hips are squared. At any point when you feel ready, just come into your forward fold with both feet on the floor. But if you'd like to continue on, we'll tap the left toes gently to the floor and then lift. Two more. Tap down and lift. And tap down and lift. Left foot steps to meet the right. We bend both knees a little bit. Belly rests on the thighs, release the neck, release the fingers. Let the arms hang, bend into the knees. Low belly pulls in, fire up the glutes, inner thighs, roll up slowly. Roll the shoulders when you arrive. Do take up a little space. Find your breath, find your present moment, find your pause. Let yourself float in the pause in between each breath. Your next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up. If you exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right leg. Right hand grounds down. Left hand to the left hip or thigh. Left shoulder rolls over the right. Look up towards the ceiling if that feels right for you. Left arm might float up. Another breath. Left arm plants to the floor. We're going to step that left leg all the way back, three-legged dog. You can always come into your regular dog if that feels better for you. We shift forward into plank. If the left leg's lifted, squeeze the left ankle over the right ankle. Squeeze. Send it back, left leg lifts. Take it forward again. Left ankle over right ankle, shoulders over wrists. Squeeze. Left leg lifts, up behind you, three-legged dog. And if you'd like, you can put the left foot down or come forward into plank. Start to lower through your vinyasa. Release the feet to the floor for your upward facing dog or cobra. And we find our way back into downward dog. Take a nice big breath in and out. And take the knees wide, toes together. We're going to press back into child's pose. Let the palms face up. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Take a few good breaths here. Nice big inhales, big exhales. Good. Another breath in, another breath out. Ground through the hands. Make your way into downward facing dog. As you arrive, extend the left leg behind. Bring the knee to the nose and step it forward. Place that foot down between your hands. Ground down, lift up, finding that high lunge. Find cactus arms, squeeze shoulder blades together, heart lifts. Inhale, we're going to straighten both legs, squeeze thighs together, and reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Come high on that back foot so the heel is really lifted. And then we bend both knees, cactus arms. One more time, squeeze thighs together, lift. And bend both knees, cactus arms. We're going to release the hands to the floor, back legs in a straighten. Step that right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Bend your knees just enough so you feel stable in the legs. Ground through the left leg. We're going to let the right thigh stay glued to the belly as you slowly lift yourself up. Bring that right leg with you as best you can. If your balance is off today, mine definitely is, just find your way. Take it slow. Breathe. Give yourself some forgiveness. It's all good. It's all just right now. Grab down through that left leg. So again, and if balance is not your friend today, the right toes can stay to the floor. Find your drishti. Fold the tummy in, lift up. If that right leg is lifted, take the hands under the thigh, bend the elbows to the outside, pull the knee in towards your chest. A little more action. We're going to round the spine. Gaze goes down. Pull that knee in and up. Good. Another breath here. And maybe we lift the head and heart. Maybe you straighten out that right leg. Try to keep length in the spine. And then maybe you release the hands and slowly lower that leg with control. Take a nice big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. And pull all that back together. Squeeze glutes, thighs. Find that core, that center line. And then we forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Go down through the hands, step back with the right leg. Step back with the left leg. You've got a vinyasa. If you want it, you can press right back into dog or child's pose. When you are done with your vinyasa, if you choose, we are going to take 3 or 4 breaths in either dog or child's pose, so you decide what works for you. Reconnect, recommit to that long, lengthy exhale. Bring center back in, balance back in, and to find that pause. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Please find your way into down dog if you're not there already. And then extend the right leg behind you. Bring the knee to the nose. Step it forward. Make your way into your low lunge. Good. Make your way all the way up. Kathy, are you okay? Is there something I can do for you? Are you sure? Do you need me to call somebody? Hang on, guys.
I occasionally have bouts of dizziness, and today is one of those days. So.
You occasionally have what?
Bouts of dizziness.
Oh, okay.
Normally I can get down and it resolves itself, but today is not that day.
Okay. Okay. Stay down, stay low, all the up and down and the heat. Yeah. Do you have some water nearby?
I'm going to get it.
Okay. Please move slowly and mindfully, okay?
Correct.
Don't get up too fast.
That's what I was doing.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
You let me know if I can do anything. I know I'm far away, but if I can call somebody for you.
Oh, yeah. My son is real close.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Thank you.
It's okay. You take care of yourself. Okay. All right, guys. Back into your low lunge. She's okay. She's going to take it easy. She knows how to take care of herself. We're keeping an eye on her. So once you come up into your high lunge, just find your way. Take a breath or two. Good. Find your cactus arms. Let's start to bend the back knee a little bit. You might lower down some. And then reach the fingertips up, straighten both legs, squeeze the thighs together. And then let's bend the back knee, cactus arms. And squeeze the thighs together. And one more. Squeeze the thighs together, lift. And then we bend the back knee, bend the front knee, cactus arms. And we're going to mindfully release the arms to the floor. Step that left leg forward, come into your forward fold. Ground through the feet. Bend the knees a little bit so the belly comes towards the thighs. We're going to ground through that right leg and keep the left knee or thigh rather glued to the belly as you slowly lift yourself up as best you can. So your balance might not be strong today. Mine definitely is not. And so just be where you are, meet yourself with a smile and a hug. Find your drishti. And then when you're ready, if that foot is lifted, take the hands under your thigh. Pull the knee in towards your chest. Start to round the spine. Keep squeezing in. Another breath. And then we lift the head and heart. Extend the left leg if you choose to. Find some stability here. Maybe you release the arms and then mindfully release that leg down. Settle in. Take a nice full breath in and a full breath out. Let's inhale, float the arms up. We're going to clasp the hands, reach up and over to one side, really ground through the feet. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open up the arms, open up the heart, squeeze shoulder blades together. Keep the low tummy pull in, don't press the hips forward. All comes from the upper back, the upper heart. And then bring your hands to heart center. Find center and balance, feel your feet. Feel your breath. Feel the pause. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take it all the way down, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. As you exhale, we come into chair one last time. Find your chair, squeeze everything to the center line. Breathe. And then as you root down, start to float yourself forward, forward, fold. Hands to the earth, step back with the left leg. Step back with the right leg, plank. You've got one last vinyasa if you want it. And once you make your way into downward facing dog, look to the front of the mat. Slowly walk the feet forward. And then just bend the knees to place the buttocks on the earth. So plopasana for those who respond to that better. When you do arrive, if you have a block, take it between the thighs. We're going to squeeze thighs together. If you don't have a block, don't worry about it. It can still be done energetically. So just work the thighs towards each other. Hands forward, we lower down. Nice and slow. Let's get a little core action. Keep going. Slow, slow, slow. Whenever you make it to the earth, take a nice big breath in and out. You have that block, move it aside. Bring the knees into the chest, a little roll from side to side. And then just let the knees come wide. Grab the outer edges of the feet for a happy baby. The soles of the feet reach up towards the ceiling. Take a few breaths here in stillness. Maybe find a little rock and roll by straightening one leg and rolling to one side a little. Maybe you straighten the other leg and roll to the other side. Back through center, nice full breath in, full breath out. We go ahead and let the feet come to the floor, bent knees, hands on the belly. Big inhale, big exhale. And take the arms wide. Find your version of a twist. So you can bring the knees in and keep them stacked. You can take left over right if that feels right to you, just taking the legs over to the right. You can even keep the feet nice and wide on your mat and let the knees drop down and just find a more of a bottom half of the body opening. So wherever you are, we'll all start with the knees to the right. Use some support if you need it between the knees or underneath. Wherever you are, let the upper body settle and soften by connecting with your breath. Let yourself really feel into what happens with the exhale. And that brief pause, brief but powerful pause. The pause is where we connect deeper to ourselves. The pause is where we shut out the opinions and influences and the outside world. And we drop it. And a few more breaths to be with that stillness inside. Wherever you are, start to fire up the core a little bit to use that energy to lift the knees back up through center where we will rock and roll again. And then make any variations on the twist that you desire and find your twist to the other side. Use the breath to settle it. You let go and let be. Let's fire up the core to bring the legs back up through center. You just rock and roll. You might give yourself a hug. You might let your arms rest on your legs. Press the knees away and bring them in. Little circles or straight back and forth from front to back. Match up your breath. Inhale, press the knees away. Exhale, bring the knees in. Press them away, bring them in. Let it slow down as the breath slows down. When you're ready, after your next exhale, just let the legs start to grow long on your mat. Give yourself a little wiggle to settle into the floor. Release the shoulders down, flatten to the earth. Let the palms face up. Allow the feet to flop out. Allow the breath to move with more ease as you embody more effortlessness. Feel the sensations of the soles of the feet. You need to wash your awareness to the tops of the feet. And the ankles. Sensing the calves and the shins. And swirling over the knees. And the thighs, inner and outer. The hips. And the whole pelvis. Around the low back and the belly. Up to the lower ribs, front and back. And towards the chest, upper back, shoulder blades, the tops of the shoulders, and slowly moving down the arms, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, the wrists, the backs of the hands, the palms, sensing the palms, and the whole hand, all the fingers. Becoming aware of the whole arm, both arms, fully together. And bringing awareness of the whole upper half of the body, the arms and the torso. And encompassing the legs, becoming aware of the sensations of the whole body all together as well. Noticing the ease of the breath. Allowing yourself to float here on this cloud of Shavasana. Please don't change anything. Just bring awareness in and notice the body, mass sensation, the gentle flow of your breath. Welcome a nice big breath in and a bigger breath out. Begin to gently welcome some movement, just wiggling your fingers and toes. Start to move, let those movements grow a little bigger. Turning wrists and ankles. And stretching in the arms and stretching the legs. And back into the physical body, feeling each little movement. And stretching the arms and legs away from the heart and eventually bringing yourself over to one side. You might bend the knees, rock and roll a little. When you come over to one side, it's a moment to connect with the quiet and stillness within in the fetal position. We are having the opportunity to re-enter into life, re-enter into your day, re-enter with a new perspective. In your own time, gently press yourself all the way up. Let yourself connect inward as you find a longer, taller spine. Let the shoulders roll back and the crown float up as the tailbone grounds down. Tune inward. Breathe a pause. You bring your palms together in front of your heart. We will close our practice today with a cleansing breath. A nice big inhale with me. Big releasing exhale. And you bow down. That beauty that lives within each and every one of us. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.